Hi, I'm Richard Campbell, and I'm here at the National Publicity Summit in New York City with meeting lots of media from around the States. And I'm a memoir writing expert and co-author of the traditionally published book, Writing Your Legacy, the step-by-step guide to crafting your life story. It's all about memoir writing, and I take these writing principles and teach them to guests on board transatlantic crossings with one of the major cruise ship lines. And I do that a couple times a year. And I've been on several top 50 radio stations across the United States, as well as CBC Radio in Canada. Now, when I was a little kid, we lived up in a place in northern Quebec, very isolated, far away from everything, and it was just my immediate family, but all our extended family were hundreds of miles away, might see them once or twice a year. And I remember one afternoon, it was a kind of a wet and dreary autumn afternoon, and I was looking up at the sky, and I thought, this is going to be a lonely life. And I was 6 years old. So my story is America's story. We're a transient nation. People, the families are split apart, and they might see each other maybe a couple times a year. As a result, the family stories from generation to generation, they're just not getting passed down. And one solution for that is to get their life stories written. That can help. And maybe you might want to call it something like the best story you're ever going to read is the one you write, your own life story. And it's easy to do as writing your own love letter. So that's something that I think most people in this country need right now. Thank you. And I always won third in track and field, whatever the case may be, when I knew I could have done better, but I didn't want to. I wanted to stay under the radar because I learned long ago that you stay under the radar and nobody's going to bother you. You're not going to get in any trouble from anybody. That was a bad lesson to learn, but it worked. So I just dumped myself down. So that would be my story for that. Bonus list. Love it. You check on, it's something in my classes I do, but I don't do here because there's pages and pages long, but it's in our book, but it's also on our website, which is free, you can download. It's a list of life experiences, and it's for a long, long time, probably still are, so every tragedy that happens out there, the effects are long lasting for a lot of people. So yeah, thank you. Anyone else? Any comments? Yeah.